You didn't deserve to go through that. Okay? I hope this find who it's meant to find. What you experienced, baby, was social torture. Basically, baby, you went through an experience with a group of people where you were the outcast that was ostracized. Okay? You were that person that was targeted by this entire group of people, and all of these people, I take that back, majority, because it wasn't all of them. There were a select few of people that actually really did like you, love you, care about you, was genuine with you. There was a select few that actually did fucks with you, okay? But majority of the group of these people did not really fuck with you, and they made it very known how much they did not fuck with you. Now, here is where they were wrong, because they cannot like you. You cannot be their cup of tea. They could not vibe with you because, listen, not everybody's going to vibe with you. You're not going to vibe with everybody else. Not everyone is going to like you because you're not going to like everybody else. However, the difference between you and them is that the people that you don't like, you stay clear of them. You avoid them. You don't bother with them. You don't talk to them. You don't deal with them. You keep your distance because you're like, if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to invest my time and energy into these people that I don't necessarily like. But these people were different. Basically, because they did not like you, and they were immature, emotionally immature, they thought that it was a fun idea to go out of their way to make your life miserable, to ostracize you, to outcast you, to just push you aside, push you to the curb, act as if you weren't important, act as if you didn't have any value, act as if you were just this irrelevant person. They got a kick out of tolerating you because they didn't appreciate you. But another thing, these people, majority of these people that treated you this way, I want you to know something. They're not good people. You already knew that, but I'm just confirming this for you. They were not good people, because good people, if they don't like somebody, they're going to leave them alone. They're going to not bother them. They're not going to go out of their way to do things that are mean to you, to say things to you that are mean to you, to say things about you behind your back that are mean about you. They're not going to go and try to sabotage your reputation, sabotage your relationships with other people, which is social aggression in psychology. Or they're not going to... Social aggression is when they try to tarnish your relationships with other people in a social setting. That was social aggression. That's one thing you went through. Secondly, you went through instrumental aggression. Instrumental aggression is when people basically orchestrate and calculate a way to come against somebody, to be mean to them, to be nasty to them, to psychologically abuse them verbally, emotionally, just cause stress in this person's life, to put them through chaos, to cause havoc, to put them in a distressing situation. That is instrumental aggression. And these people did this a lot. They went out of their way. They invested time, they invested energy into putting in so much energy just to bring you down. When you think about it, a person in their right mind wouldn't put so much effort and energy into bringing somebody else down that they don't like. They just leave them alone, especially if that person hasn't done anything to them. So realize how these people were not in their right mind. These people were deranged in their mind. These people were crazy. These people were the crazy ones. These were the people that were the delusional ones. These were the people that were the sick ones. These were the people that needed the most help. They try to tell you that you need help, when really, baby, they are the ones that needed help. The reason why they tell you that you need help is because you started speaking out about what has happened to you. You started exposing what these people did to you. And you started letting out your emotions and your anger and frustration for how you truly felt, because you are human and you're allowed to feel how you feel from how a person has mistreated you. But these people seriously needed help, because it's like, why are you investing so much time and energy to bring this person down that you claim you don't like? Why can't you just leave them alone? They could not answer the question. They could not answer why they couldn't leave you alone. When asked, why can't you just leave that person alone? Why do you keep bothering them? They never had an answer. They never had an answer because their sick, twisted mind wanted to destroy you, wanted to bring you down, because they felt that was going to make them feel better. These people were severely envious of you. And envy is what stems all of what they did to you. Because they were envious, they spent so much time thinking about you. You were constantly on their mind. Every single time they saw you, they just saw parts. They saw within you what they lacked within themselves. I'll give you a list. They saw, 1, natural beauty. Natural beauty. Whether you are female or male, they saw natural beauty within you, and they know that they did not have that. So it bothered them at the fact that you were naturally beautiful, and they felt that they had to try twice as hard, and they still didn't look half as good as you. Come on now. Okay, next. They were envious of how loving and caring you are towards people. The fact that you are so kind, the fact that you are so genuine, the fact that you are a believer in God, whether you were religious, whether you are spiritual, it didn't matter. You have a relationship with God. You have the Holy Spirit, and you're a good soul. You're a good person. You are just genuinely a good person, and it bothered them because they know that they're not good people. They know they're not good people. They know that they're not kind. They know that they don't care for people, and they know that you genuinely do care for people. They don't really care for people. And because they don't, and they saw that you did, it bothered them, because they're like, why can't I be like that? Why can't I genuinely care about people? Why am I so cold-hearted? Why am I so nasty in the heart to where I just don't care about other people? How are you such this good person? They also envied the fact that you were naturally confident, naturally grounded in who you are, just confident in yourself and your knowledge and your wisdom and who you are. They hated the fact that you were so unapologetically you. Even if you were a little quirky, even if you were a little weird, even if you had your own special interests, even if you had your own things that, made you different, you were confident within that. The stuff that they hid about themselves because they were afraid of being embarrassed, they were afraid of other people judging them for what they liked and what they had interest in, you unapologetically said, yeah, I like this, and so what? I'm going to stand on that, because you were just confident in who you are and unapologetically you. You didn't have to put on a facade. You didn't have to wear a mask. You didn't have to pretend to be somebody that you were not, while they did. So while they were going around being fake and you were just being real, they were so mad because they're like, how is it that you can be so real while I'm wasting all this energy being fake? So when they were projecting onto you, trying to tell you that you were fake, that was a mere projection, because they knew how fake they were. They also hated the fact on how smart you were, how wise you are, how mature you are. They hated the fact that you were smarter than them, you were wiser than them, you were more mature than they are. You are just the full fucking package, and they hated that. And because of that envy mixed with wrath became jealousy. And jealousy is a few steps beyond envy. And once they got to that jealousy, that's when they started taking action to destroy you, because if they could minimize the threat or eliminate the threat altogether, they would not feel inadequate in your presence. They would not feel inferior. They would no longer be triggered. So they would rather just remove the trigger instead of dealing with their triggers. But that's not your issue to handle, baby. You have to shine regardless. And as you continue to shine, as you have grown so much from this experience, those people are still in the same place, baby. Yes, they caused you a lot of pain, but They are reaping what they have sown, and you have turned that pain into power, and you got to give yourself a lot more credit for that.